my experience with bullying in the cosmetology industry as far as being a client. So I have experienced, for instance, like several times before, like I go in for one thing and they do something completely different that I didn't ask for. That's been a cut before, of putting layers into my hair when I didn't ask. That happened twice in Portland by two so-called quote unquote curl specialists. So I do feel like that does not mean that someone actually is good with curls just because they have that title. Unfortunately, it seems from my experience that people are abusing that title of curl specialist. Um, I've also had people put too many chemicals on my hair, like when I didn't need it, and didn't explain the risk. I feel like, especially as a child, that is something that really stands out to me. Um, I, did not understand the risk as a kid. The stylist did not properly communicate a lot of things. So that was something like I experienced like as a kid. Like I said, I experienced it several times as an adult. Um, One time I was supposed to get a blonde color and they gave me a red color without telling me. So these are all things that I personally experienced, and so this motivates me to advocate for consumers of the cosmetology industry to bring up these issues within it, because I see that this is a common theme that other people have experienced as well. I would like to see more inclusivity to people of color, and I do feel like there should be more training on curly hair that is required. I feel like if people cannot style all types of hair, they should not be a cosmetologist, whether that means self learning or whatever. But I do feel like you should be able to work with all hair types. I think that consent should constantly be checked throughout the process. I think you should explain all the risks to someone, set realistic expectations, and when you're hair cutting, physically show in the hair, oh, I'm gonna cut here, is that okay with you? I'm gonna cut here, is that okay with you? Because I would have said no. Like, don't just take it upon yourself to just go and cut someone's hair and not even say, like, is this where you want it? Is like, are you okay losing all these highlights that you spent all these thousands of dollars uh, and time in the chair on? Um, and, are you ready to, go from an inch to 6 inches? Like, how do you not even ask somebody that, like, at a Veda Center, right? So it's so infuriating. It's so traumatizing to me. It does not help. Like, people are like, oh, I like your haircut. Well, I did not ask for this haircut. Like, I actually don't like it. I actually miss my blonde. And I don't even believe they use the right type of scissors for curly hair either. And most stylists, a stylist should know to have hair in all one layer that doesn't frame the face, makes it look weird. Like, you have to have at least a couple of layers to frame the face for my face and just in general. So the fact that they didn't know that, like, shows to me like they're scissor happy, they don't care. Like, it just does not seem right. It's unethical. Like, it's wrong on so many levels. So I feel like, you know, when someone is coming in for a service, it should not be, someone should not take the liberty upon themselves to just do the complete opposite of what someone is saying and not ask for consent. So I feel like the bullying that I'm seeing that people are experiencing needs to stop. Um, so let me see. I guess some people just need some extra attention in their life, just like some of these hairstylists probably need some extra attention. They don't love themselves, so they like to leave comments on here. And as someone that actually is a model and that's seen many professional stylists, I do know that there are specific type of scissors that um, are best for curly hair. So I'm not even a cosmetologist, and I know that. And yeah, I have never, when I got asked for, when I was given layers, I did not ask for layers. So unless y'all just, like I said, if y'all just really want to get blocked, there's really no point to leave like a negative comment. I hope that, you know, the people leaving negative comments can find the love that they need in their life. I hope they can find God, just like these cosmetologists that are acting recklessly, that's being negligent, that's not following the rules, because the board does say you can't be negligent. And this all seems to me like negligence. So again, I feel like the bullying should stop, and I want to see more culturally sensitive hair care. I want to see more gender affirming and culturally affirming hair care. And that needs to be the bare minimum. Like, not like that needs to be the bare minimum of everyone, like I said, to be able to work with different hair types. And especially if you're going to be a cosmetologist in a city, to be aware of the cultural significance of hair in so many cultures. And you need to be able to work with all hair types. And like I said, I'm going to say again, consent needs to be a huge part of the process. Of anything changes, especially regarding the length of how much you're going to cut on that person's hair, you need to physically show them with your hand of where you're going to cut and how that is going to affect how the hair frames the face and all that kind of thing, if they're okay with that, and it needs to be discussed. And there should be no harm done. I feel like just like doctors have an obligation to do no harm, it should be the same for hairstylists. So I hope that bringing awareness to this helps people that might be going through the same thing. 75-80% of the people I talk to have went through something similar with a bad salon experience. It is absolutely devastating. So I'm just doing my part to, you know, let people know like my story. And I would hate to, you know, see something like this happen to anybody else. And I do feel like haircuts are a human right, and we all deserve to be able to access that service with dignity and have a dignified service experience. And as someone that is interested in studying cosmetology, I have this strong passion and interest around culturally sensitive hair care that's trauma informed. So I'm just happy to be able to share this journey with y'all, and I feel like this is a good opportunity to raise awareness. So I hope that the California board and other state boards for cosmetology see my video. I hope more cosmetologists see my video, maybe more people with curly hair, people of color, people of multiple cultures. And I realize now, like, I'm not alone. I've shared my story. I'm not alone. Many people have gone through what I have gone through. So I'm still healing from all this. I'm still recovering. I'm still, in the midst of all of this. And even though this is really difficult to talk about, I know that I cannot stay silent on this, that I need to speak up. So that's the only reason I'm showing face. I really have been more isolated because of this, because I have PTSD, and it's making me super hyper vigilant. So it's been difficult to do anything really. So I'm just speaking to my therapist and keep having to go to these therapy appointments and get extra therapy appointments. And I would like to do a fundraiser if anybody feels compelled to help out while I seek a different stylist. And my previous stylist, perhaps, of someone that can, actually give me a haircut, or color or whatever that I actually am asking for. So probably not gonna do any cut, but I really want to go back to the color, because that was what I felt like was for my personality, the color that I liked, having a color. I do want to just go back to the Brazilian blowout, possibly a keratin treatment in replacement of that. But my hair, grew even longer, honestly, like with the Brazilian blowout, because I didn't ever chemically alter my hair. Like, I didn't flatter my hair, like, ever. Um, so it did cut back on, like, a lot of processing time. But I'm just throwing that out there. If anyone does feel compelled to help, my Cash App is Film and Photos. And then paypal.me/book Jamila. Hi. Hey, everybody that's joining. So anyways, that's what I think about my experience being bullied, and just like in general bullying in the cosmetology industry. And really, you can think about this of, many service industries, or just in general, of how important it is to talk about the importance of community, and to bring a spotlight onto bullying. So like I said, I'm very happy to be able to shine a light on it, and I hope this has been helpful. I started realizing that I believe that some of my first couple minutes of the live get cut off when it's posted. So I'm going to try and figure that out. But either way, I am happy to get this message out. And yeah, hopefully we will see some tangible improvements soon within the industry. And share this video with a friend. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching.